Hey you guys, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the divine feminine energy. As masculine energy is moving forward, the masculine collective is moving forward, right? And in their own way, yes, it's kind of the energy that they have. It's obvious that they are they're getting pulled in a direction of needing to bring things into light, right? And so it's nothing that they're able to ignore, as they're doing their 3D world, right? Regardless if the 3D world consumes them, the guides, their angels, the divine is not giving them the slack anymore. They really are being put on their path to awareness, right? And as the masculine energy moves forward in a way that they are, the divine feminine is feeling all sorts of physical symptoms and the emotional symptoms, right? But not the emotional of towards them, right? It feels like the anxious. They're very anxious. They're, it's like hard to breathe. They're not able to kind of concentrate in a way that they usually do, right? And it's usually probably because they would ignore the issues in hand, right? What was really in front of them. But is them, squandering kind of way and irritated and, has that action towards them, right? It's like so irritating. And being able to maintain focus, which they're having a hard time doing. And all they want to do right now is kind of like just crawl up and just be by themselves and just give me my space, right? But as we are feeling this, the divine feminines are trying to maintain their focus in regards of, being aligned. And that is, take one step at a time, take deep breaths, just focus on self, and, keep moving forward, right? And so what is really coming up is like, all of a sudden you're like having these, you're sweating, all of a sudden you're messing with your teeth, all of a sudden, there's something about the mouth. So the masculines, when they get really anxious or they have anxiety, they start doing something with their mouth or their teeth, right? So that is the energy vibe that I am receiving at this moment, right? And now it's like in my last video, we're working hand in hand, right? In our own individual ways in our journey, but is trying to maintain focus, right? As the masculines are needing to see the awareness of what they are needing to do, right? And that was confirmation. Until then, you guys, as you can see, the energy that the masculines hold can really definitely just consume you and just keep you, right? And it's much of that 3D world, right? Once you are you jump into the bandwagon, right? It's just, you're going, and you're basically, you're a slave of your own work, right? In a harsh type of way, right? Because you don't enjoy it. You are, you're so much in the mental space. You have anxiety for, who knows? And as I'm doing this is 1, 2, 3, and it's like, you get irritated in so many different ways that you just want to close off completely, shut down. I think it's coming to that type of feeling. And, this video was going to be, and it is about, the video for the divine feminine energy. And it's just like, it just shows you that they have a lot to work on, right? And for myself, as seeing this perception of the masculine energy, it really kind of consumes you, and you have to get yourself out of that, right? And I'll give you an example. Today it was much feeling like a day of, a integration, because we were integrating what the masculine energy is coming, but it feels like into a whole nother level, right? And it's like you can take on so much until this energy does not feel good, and you have to put your boundaries. And when you no, the energy doesn't feel good, you're able to put your boundaries. And once you do this, you feel so lifted. You feel so much of the flow of the wind. You are going with the flow, and you can you can ask for Archangel Michael. He came, and our angels and our spirit guides to assist us with lifting this and clearing your aura, right? Because as you're feeling the masculine energy, your aura gets kind of so consumed by this 3D energy that it just kind of overwhelms you, right? And so that is what is happening. I think once you put your boundaries, right, and we have to understand that this is what the masculine is going through, but they also have to, because we are using also telepathy with them, right? And it's at one point you have to really, I think, wake up and say, okay, you need to move forward and face this, confront this, and it's not just for the energy to consume you, for you to transmute. No, that's where you have to put your boundaries and set that and say, no, this returns to you. You have to do what you have to do to clear this. And that is the only way. And it's not unless I'm doing this one-on-one, you're not in a place of blocking the even flow. It is blocking what is not meant for you, right? Return to sender, return to sender. This is something that the energy, the collective of the masculine has to do.